Hell's Paradise isn't just a story, it's a blood-soaked symphony of chaos, carnage, and raw survival. From skilled warriors to monstrous forces, not to forget mysterious groups, this anime series contains an unforgettable gallery of unstoppable fighters. In this video, we'll be ranking our top 12 picks as we dive headfirst into the deadliest forces who make this paradise a true hell. Let us know your faves in the comments and why, but before we get into things too far, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to the channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Chief of Iwagakure. Osa, the chief of Iwagakure, is a leader, sure, but he's also the living embodiment of My Way or the Guillotine. If there were a competition for the worst father-in-law in anime history, Osa would win it, with room to spare. Ruthless, calculating, and with an ego larger than the village he rules, he's the iron-fisted authority of Iwagakure. And trust us, there's no velvet glove in sight. Osa's most terrifying trait isn't just his physical strength or combat skills, though those are undeniably formidable. No, his true weapon is his lack of empathy. He sees people as tools, disposable means to an end, which makes him dangerous on a level that transcends sheer power. Whether you're a loyal follower or even if you're family, Osa won't hesitate to crush you if it serves his grand vision of Iwagakure dominance. Honestly, the man would probably betray his own shadow if he thought it was plotting against him, but don't think for a second that his tyranny is mindless. Osa is a master manipulator who wields fear like a scalpel, ensuring that loyalty to him, begrudging or not, is absolute. Facing him isn't just a battle, it's a psychological ordeal as he shreds both your body and your resolve. Osa would make the worst dinner guest of all time. Pass the salt could turn into a life or death order. Classic Osa, turning even the mundane into an exercise of dominance. You kinda hate him, but you can't deny his iron grip on Hell's Paradise. Shion. Shion, the blind swordsman whose sheer deadliness makes you wonder if sight is overrated. As an Asaemon and one of the most skilled executioners, Shion proves that wisdom and experience are just as lethal as raw power. He's like a calm storm, serene on the surface, yet capable of absolute devastation when unleashed. Shion's mastery of the blade is nothing short of poetry. The man moves with such precision and grace, it's as if he's choreographing a deadly dance. His blindness isn't a weakness, it's practically his superpower. Using heightened senses and an unparalleled understanding of Tao, Shion can read the battlefield better than those with perfect eyesight. Imagine fighting someone who doesn't just predict your moves, but feels them in real time. Terrifying indeed. But what makes Shion truly unforgettable is his unshakable honor and kindness. In a world filled with chaos and carnage, Shion is the moral compass you didn't know you needed. Don't get too comfortable though, his sense of justice is as sharp as his sword, and he has little patience for nonsense. Cross him and you'll regret it faster than you can say Tao manipulation. We still want to know if Shion has a sixth sense for finding his tea without spilling. Considering how he navigates Hell's Paradise, he could probably host an entire tea ceremony like a boss. Anyways, that's Shion for you. Sharp in combat, smoother than silk in everything else. Who wouldn't root for this legend? Toma Aza. Toma Aza is a schemer with a silver tongue who has a knack for survival that would make a cockroach jealous. As the younger Aza brother, Toma may not have the brute strength of his sibling Chobe, but he more than compensates with his sharp mind and even sharper wit. He's like the chess player in a room full of brawlers, except his chess pieces are usually knives, and the game is life or death. Charming, ain't he? Toma's combat skills are nothing to scoff at. While he might seem overshadowed by his brother's raw power, Toma's agility, precision, and tactical mind make him a lethal force in his own right. He thrives in chaos and can think on his feet. No wonder he turns even the grimmest situations into opportunities. Whether he's bluffing his way out of a tight spot or exploiting an opponent's weakness with surgical precision, Toma proves that brains and brawn aren't mutually exclusive. What truly sets Toma apart, though, is his unwavering loyalty to Chobe. Their sibling bond is a fascinating counterbalance to the harsh world they inhabit. Where Chobe is the storm, Toma is its eye, calm, calculating, and ready to strike when the moment is right. We can't help but wonder if Toma ever considered a career in negotiation or sales. Sell the sizzle, not the stab, could be his business tagline. Oh well, chaos suits him much better anyways. Toma's always a step ahead, always a wild card, and always a favorite in Hell's Paradise. Yuzuriha. Yuzuriha, the kuno-ichi of Hell's Paradise, is proof that brains, beauty, and lethality make for an irresistible and very dangerous combo. She's like a cat lounging on the battlefield, acting all casual, but don't be fooled. She's calculating every move and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Her laid-back, flirtatious demeanor hides a razor-sharp mind, and if you underestimate her, you'll find yourself outmaneuvered faster than you can say shinobi arts. Yuzuriha's skills are nothing short of extraordinary. Her expertise in deception and agility makes her a nightmare to pin down in combat. Good luck landing a hit on someone who can slip through danger like water through fabric. Add her talent for using wires in battle, and she's like a spider weaving a web of destruction around her enemies. Need proof? Watch her turn seemingly ordinary situations into deadly traps faster than most warriors can draw their weapons. But here's the kicker. Yuzuriha's greatest weapon isn't just her techniques, it's her adaptability. She reads people like an open book, playing to their weaknesses and using their assumptions against them. And let's not forget about those survival instincts. She knows when to fight, when to flee, and when to charm her way out of trouble. If Yuzuriha opened a dating advice column, she'd probably call it flirt fighting, the art of the deal. Her tips? Be unpredictable and never let them see you sweat. Oh, and by the way, we have a video dedicated to Yuzuriha up on our channel, so be sure to check her out. Gantetsai Tamiya. Gantetsai Tamiya is the self-proclaimed greatest swordsman who's equal parts swagger and skill with just a dash of reckless bravado for flavor. Imagine a grizzled veteran walking into Hell's Paradise like it's a drinking contest. Only instead of ale, it's life-threatening combat. That's Gantetsai. Don't let the boisterous personality fool you, though. Behind the loud bravado is a fighter whose swordplay dances on the razor's edge of genius and madness. Gantetsai's combat style is a masterclass in ferocity, combining raw power with unyielding technique. He's the kind of swordsman who doesn't just strike, he dominates. Every swing of his blade is a declaration, not of just skill, but of absolute confidence that he'll survive whatever comes next. Let's just say you wouldn't want to see him in a karaoke duel either. He's likely to start singing about his own greatness mid-fight. What really sets Gantetsai apart is his unwavering ambition. He's not just fighting to survive, he's doing it for legacy. He wants his name etched into history, soaked in blood and glory. If Gantetsai ever opened up a dojo, you just know the slogan would read, "Swing big or swing home." Would you sign up? We'd be tempted, we have to admit. This drive, paired with a robust physique and years of experience, makes him a force of nature you'd be wise not to underestimate. While he may lack the mystic Tao mastery of some others, his fiery determination is a weapon all its own. Chob Aza. Chob Aza is the show's resident chaos connoisseur and a bandit who thrives on bloodshed the way anime lovers thrive on, anime. If there's a fight brewing, you can count on Chob to be in the thick of it, grinning like he just hit the carnage jackpot. He's the kind of guy who walks into battle with an attitude that screams, "I'm here for a good time, not a long time." Spoiler alert, he survives way longer than you'd think. What makes Chob so dangerous isn't just his brute strength, although that's scary enough, it's his almost unmatched adaptability. He's the kind of fighter who learns on the go, turning setbacks into strategies faster than his enemies can process. This guy picks up Tao manipulation mid-fight like it's a party trick and uses it to dismantle foes with terrifying finesse. He's a wild card with a knack for turning bad situations into worse ones, for his opponents, that is. Chobei's resilience borders on the absurd. He's like the roach of Hell's Paradise, impossible to kill and always turning up where you least want him to. Sure, he's brutal and unapologetic, but there's a twisted charm in his insane determination. You kinda have to respect that, or at the very least, try to survive it. Speaking of survival, Chob could probably host a self-defense masterclass. Lesson 1, be the problem. Let's face it, he's not just surviving Hell's Paradise, he's thriving in it. Sigiri. Sigiri, the swordswoman with a spine of steel and a gaze sharper than her blade, is one of the most fascinating fighters in Hell's Paradise. As a member of the Yamada Asaemon clan, she's every bit the disciplined executioner, yet her real strength lies in her inner journey. She strives to balance duty with empathy in a land where the latter often feels like a liability. Imagine trying to maintain your moral compass when every other character's mission is essentially kill or be killed. Sigiri doesn't just survive this bloodbath, she grows through it. Armed with a sword that doesn't flinch and a will that's even stronger, Sigiri's combat style is a seamless blend of precision and elegance. Her mastery of lie, quick-draw sword techniques, makes her strikes so fast that they might as well come with a built-in wind effect. But what truly sets her apart is her ability to adapt. Sigiri uses Tao to enhance her strikes and stands toe-to-toe with threats that would make most warriors curl up into a ball of regret. What's refreshing about her is her humanity. She doesn't storm through the narrative like a wrecking ball, but cuts a path with purpose and deliberation, proving that strength isn't just about power, it's also about resolve and principle. In a world filled with chaos, Sigiri is the calm within the storm. Granted, she might not be the life of the party, but you just know she'd give the most efficient chop at a watermelon slicing contest. Sigiri is deadly, disciplined, and a touch endearing, and she's made an impression on all of us. Shugen. Shugen is a one-man whirlwind of discipline and destruction wrapped in a shiny package of rigid samurai honor. If there were a handbook titled How to Be a Walking Weapon, Shugen not only read it, but probably also wrote the prologue and the index too. As the head executioner of the Asaemon clan, Shugen isn't just skilled, he's relentless, methodical, and frightfully efficient. If you find yourself in his crosshairs, your best bet is to pray he's feeling merciful, though let's be real, he probably isn't. Armed with a blade that seems to have a personality of its own, which is kill everything, kill, 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 Shugen cuts through enemies with the precision of a chef slicing sashimi. But this isn't just about brute force, oh no. His keen understanding of strategy and unwavering belief in justice makes Shugen a deadly blend of brain and brawn. However, his strict adherence to the samurai code means he's less of a people person and more of a say the wrong thing and lose a limb kind of guy. What makes Shugen stand out isn't just his combat ability, but his sheer determination. He's the kind of character who would fight a god if it meant upholding his ideals. And he'd probably walk away victorious, although a little bloodied. You have to wonder if Shugen ever takes a break. Maybe a cup of joe, maybe some quiet gardening. It's probably not his vibe though, because he's too busy carving his way through Hell's Paradise, one unfortunate soul at a time. Lord Tensen. All of them. The Lord Tensen, a terrifying collective of immortals who think teamwork means taking turns annihilating anyone in their path. Jufa, Taofa, Mudan, Ran, and Gifa are essentially a group project gone horribly wrong, or maybe beautifully right. These beings are masters of Tao manipulation, regeneration, and shapeshifting, a nightmarish deluxe edition set if you will. Individually, they're deadly. Together, they're a symphony of annihilation that would make even the bravest warrior reconsider their life choices. Each member of the Lord Tensen has a unique flair for chaos. Jufa and Taofa are powerhouses, blending grace and brutality like artists painting with blood. Mudan brings some botanical horror with abilities that turn plants into weapons. Kinda makes you rethink your houseplant decor. Ran, ever the charmer, wields power with a cold detachment that's both chilling and fascinating. And Gifa, with their eerie stoicism, rounds out the group as the quiet but lethal presence who ensures no one escapes. We left one of them out on purpose because he definitely deserves a higher rank on this list. More on him in a bit. What makes the Tensen we covered so far so truly terrifying is their immortality paired with their Tao expertise. Just when you think you've dealt them a fatal blow, they're back, probably angrier and much more creative. If these guys ever decided to switch careers and open a Tao-powered spa, they'd corner the market, but alas, it's carnage over comfort for these non-entrepreneurs. Facing the Lord Tensen is less of a fight and more of a very short audition for becoming fertilizer. Gabimaru. Gabimaru, aka the Hollow, is what you would get if a tornado and a surgeon had a baby and then raised it on a strict diet of impossible missions. This guy's a stone-cold killer, but don't let the nickname fool you, his inner conflict is anything but hollow. Beneath the stoic assassin facade lies a heart that beats for his wife, a love so pure it almost feels out of place in Hell's Paradise. Almost. Gabimaru's deadly skills are the stuff of legend. From ninjutsu mastery to his insane physical resilience, he's the kind of fighter who laughs in the face of death before punching it in the throat. His ability to wield Tao, the mystical life force energy that Hell's Paradise thrives on, elevates him from being just another skilled warrior to a full-blown force of nature. Combine that with his strategic brilliance and unwavering determination, and you've got a protagonist who's as unstoppable as he is complex. What sets Gabimaru apart isn't merely his combat prowess, it's his humanity. Sure, he's capable of dismantling enemies with ruthless efficiency, but his ultimate goal is to reunite with his wife and leave the blood-soaked life behind. It's this duality that makes him so compelling, a killer fighting to reclaim his humanity. Once he retires, Gabimaru will write a self-help book, How to Balance Assassinations and Family Life. It'll be a bestseller if anyone survives to read it. Zujin. Remember how we said we left one of the Tensen out on purpose? Well, here they are, Zujin. This Tensen member manages to be both serene and terrifying, like an adopted stray that just keeps growing bigger and more menacing by the day. We have good reason for giving them a separate slot in this video. In fact, they hold the second most powerful rank on this list. As one of Rien's elite squad of nightmare-inducing warriors, Zujin is a master of Tao manipulation and regeneration. Seriously, cutting this entity down is like trying to defeat a video game boss who has unlimited health potions. Zujin's battle style is fluid yet brutal, mixing elegant techniques with a feral savagery that puts their opponents constantly on the defensive. Their ability to switch between human and monstrous forms is as unsettling as it is deadly. One moment, they're a stoic humanoid fighter, and the next, they're a grotesque mass of writhing flesh and sharp appendages that looks like it crawled out of someone's worst fever dream. It's the kind of transformation that makes you wish you'd skip dinner. While Zujin may lack the raw power of Rien, they more than make up for it with cunning and adaptability. Their combat prowess forces even the most skilled warriors to rethink why they even picked up the sword, assuming they live long enough to do that. Zujin is a walking or slithering reminder that in Hell's Paradise, survival isn't just about strength, it's also about navigating the fine line between life and oblivion. You'd think with their regenerative abilities, Zujin could make a fortune healing sports injuries, but no, they seem pretty committed to the whole eternal bloodshed thing, so consider that window of opportunity sealed for all time. Rien! At last, we come to the all-powerful antagonist of Hell's Paradise, a one-person apocalypse wrapped in elegance. If Unkillable had a poster child, it would be Rien, hands down. She's the ultimate blend of beauty and horror, like a rose whose thorns grow into swords. And let's be honest, nothing screams nightmare fuel quite like an immortal being who can control Tao, or life force energy, like it's her own personal fidget spinner. We can only hope she doesn't start a gardening club, because with her skills, she'd grow plants that eat people. Rien isn't just deadly, she's practically death incarnate. Her goal? Bringing her deceased lover back to life. She'll annihilate everyone and everything to make this happen. You'd almost respect the devotion if you weren't busy running for your life. She gives off some serious kung fu hustle landlady vibes. Her mastery over Tao isn't just impressive, it's unfair. Rien's regenerative abilities make her a walking cheat code, and when she transforms, she's a celestial horror that would give Lovecraft sleepless nights, and new eldritch tales to write down. And let's not forget her elite minions, the Tensen. They are basically extensions of Rien's iron will and terrifying power, making her not just a solo threat but a full-fledged squad of doom and destruction. While other characters fight to survive, Rien is the architect of chaos itself, carving her twisted vision into reality. Rien's deadliness doesn't just rank high, it stands atop the mountain looking down at mere mortals foolish enough to challenge her. She well and truly deserves the #1 spot on this list. Marvelous verdict! As the dust settles and the blades are sheathed, Hell's Paradise leaves us awestruck by its symphony of destruction and determination. Every character, from the unyielding to the unpredictable, shapes this brutal journey with their deadly skills. It's a story where survival is art and death is a maestro orchestrating the ultimate performance. That's all we got for you this time, but thanks for watching Marvelous Videos. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for more deep dives into your favorite anime characters.